Hey guys, just arrived at the place I'm going to be doing my interview today. So if you guys didn't see my last vlog, I was in a music video and the director was like, hey, you know, maybe I'll invite you back to do an interview for the behind the scenes footage of the music video. So that's basically what's happening today. We are unfortunately late because the address was wonky and I don't know what happened, so we're really not at the right place. And so call her and be like, hey, yo, can you help us with the directions and stuff? So that's basically what's gonna happen today, is this recording. Okay, yes, so very excited about that. I did a little bit of vocal warm-ups in the car, just a little bit of stretching my face, but honestly not a lot. As an interview, I'm not really sure questions are gonna be asked, but I think it should be pretty easy. I should just have to remember to be myself and have fun. And also, when you're in an interview, always answer the questions in full sentences, like, oh, I am here because of this, and not just give a half answer to the question so they can use the whole soundbite. Alright, let's go. Okay, hi guys, here with me I have Imani. We just finished the interview. It was really awesome, super fun. Those were great questions. Thank you. I had so much fun answering the questions. So I did have a couple of questions for her and she agreed to answer them. So I wanted to ask you, when it comes to directing and things on set, what do you look for in the actors that you are auditioning or maybe you're working with? What kind of qualities do you find helpful?
For me, I think the biggest thing is being able to take direction. So if I say can you send a one-piece monologue or a 1 minute monologue or a 2 minute monologue, that's kind of my boundary of okay, if they send me something longer, if they send me something shorter, if they don't do their research and know about the character, it's kind of my biggest thing is looking for able to take direction. And then I guess my second thing is probably improv. Just because I do a lot of stuff that's kind of okay, let's try this, let's do this on set. And so the second thing is being able to improvise and not being so set in your character that you can't, adapt.
That makes a lot of sense. That's actually very true. So if there's an actress and she really wanted to work with you and she maybe found you on a website, or she was like, oh, hey, I found her contact information, how would you want her or him to contact you if they wanted to work with you? Because I know some people, sometimes, you don't want spam and you don't want to be badgered about working with you on a project.
I've had quite a lot of people contact me just through email. As soon as I see that someone is interested in a project, I'll always keep them on file for future projects. So that way, if I'm doing another project, I'm looking for people to do something, I just have their contact information already there. So even though I might not respond to something, maybe a couple months down the road, I'll reach out to someone and be like, hey, can you help out with this? And
okay, cool. And then I think my last question for you is, when you're on set and you're filming, I guess, what are some things that you look for or you think about? Because I always wonder what goes through a director's mind, because you have a lot to do. So many things to think of. And so what are you focusing on or trying to keep track of with the actors and the shots and all that kind of stuff?
Every director's style is different. For me, there are a lot of things going through my head, so I'm all over the place usually in my mind, but it doesn't look that way on the outside. I'm
you're so calm.
Okay, this. But I think staying active, so I'll go over to, what was the question? Sorry. Well, what goes through my mind?
Yeah, okay, anything, honestly.
Planning is really important. So on the set day, as far as all of the other stuff, that's usually taken care of. So I'm usually just focused on getting the shots that we need, making sure everyone knows what the project is about. Because I had someone say that they were on a project and they had no idea what the shoot was even about, and they were part of the crew. So that's kind of that's kind of a really important piece to know what you're doing, basically. So I always like to make sure everyone knows what the storyline is, what's going down, what time things are happening. If someone has to leave early, I'll just say, hey, can you stay a little bit longer? Or if you have to leave early, can we shoot this earlier? And really try to adapt to other people's schedules just so that we can get what we need. But I think as far as what goes through my mind, so many things, it's just, you have to take it 1 minute at a time. And if something goes wrong, you just have to adapt and keep going and not lose your cool.
Yeah, that would be hard. That stresses me out if things go wrong. I'm like, I don't know what to do about stuff like that. Okay, so where could people find you if they wanted to follow you or, I don't know, contact you?
My name is Imani Marshall, but I usually do all my media content under Mind Me Minimally, which is kind of like a concept on telling other people's stories. So mindmeminimally.com, Mind Me Minimally Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Basically is the only name that wasn't taken, and it's good for search engine optimization of like, you know, pick something unique if you want to do like social media or something like that, just so that you don't get lost in the crowd.
Very smart. So I'll link all of that stuff below, so you guys go check out below. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
You're amazing, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm really thankful that she asked me to do this. I'm like so excited. I get so excited about these things. So yeah, all right. Cool. Okay, so we just finished the interview. Imani's so sweet and so nice, and it was really, really fun. About halfway through or somewhere, the recording stopped, and so like half of my answers or something, or maybe a little more, a little less, they were gone. So we had to redo some of the questions, which I think was good and bad. I didn't have the spontaneity of answering it for the first time, but I could think through my answers. And then after that, I took selfies, and then I also asked her some questions because I feel like it would be really helpful for you guys to see things from a director's point of view and to learn things from her. So yeah, did that, and now we are headed home. I got teased because I was taking too many pictures. Alright, you guys, I'm home. The interview happened. It was amazing. It was so much fun. Literally, guys, so much fun. We went to go get Five Guys afterwards. I'm all full. My belly is full. My makeup is all oily. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys something really quick. I think I wanted to say this after, you know, doing the interview and thinking about acting. Now I'm at my point in my career in acting where I get to do so many crazy awesome things. Like, I'm not like, you know, on red carpets or doing huge movie deals or getting paid like millions of dollars, but like I'm at a point in my career where I'm doing things like I would have never even thought that like I would be doing. Like, it's just weird to see where I am now. I guess two things. One thing I guess is just a fear I have is that like I'm going to be stuck here and like this is the most that I can do, and I know it's not true, but it's always just something that's in the back of my mind. I'm like, what if this is the peak? You know, what if you're at the peak? And I'm not at my peak. This is not anywhere near, but I think it's important to remind myself that I always have something to keep striving for and keep aspiring to and to keep working for and to keep aiming higher and keep going bigger. I think here now it's just weird to see that like this is what it's like to accomplish some of your goals, you know? Like, like, how cool is that? The second thing is, I think I want to remind myself not to take this for granted. I think it's since a lot of this stuff, a lot of things like this have happened to me, not all the time, but like every 2-3 months or so, I have a busy period where I get to do really fun stuff. Maybe a movie, maybe like a small photo shoot, I don't know, a commercial audition, something small, but even then it's huge enough to be like, whoa, this is really cool. But like now it's happened to me enough where I'm sort of like, oh, well, it's just another thing, and I don't appreciate the opportunities as much as I should. And I think this is something I want to remind myself and remind you guys, like sometimes like we always strive after all these goals, and then when we actually get to the goals or we get to a place like the goals, it's like, oh, well, you know, it's just another thing. We don't really appreciate like how hard we worked to get here, how much harder we can work to get where we want to go next, and how this right now, like where you are right now in your life, is a culmination of the different goals that you've wanted over years. Like, think about when you were like 10 and you were like, I would just die to be 13, or I would just die to be 15, and look at you here, 13, 14, 15, I don't know how old you are. Comment below how old you are. If you can. If you're not, like if your parents say it's okay. Like every major age, I would be like, I can't wait till I get 15, I can't wait till I turn 21, all that stuff. And like now it's happened. Like I couldn't wait till I turned 15, and I can't wait till I turn 16, and it's kind of like that. Like when you turn the age that you have always wanted, it's just like another day, and I'm afraid that for my acting career, I don't want it to be like, oh, this is just another thing. This is really important and really huge, and it's really cool. So I'm very thankful. I wouldn't do it without you guys. You guys are amazing, and I feel like I don't thank you guys enough or treat you guys well enough, but you guys are amazing. I am so thankful for your support and your watching me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys' encouragement and support and your positivity, and it's just so amazing. I pray that I can keep working, and I work harder every day to make better things for you guys, to be a better person for you guys, to work harder on my craft for you guys and your support. Thank you guys so much. Alright, that's it. I'm done. If you liked it, please give me this video a big thumbs up and leave me a comment below. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!